Hey guys, Alan here, and it's time for yet another exciting, thrilling episode of Stuff I Bought with My Money. I'm making a YouTube video about it. Stuff I bought with my money, I'm making a YouTube video about it. On today's episode of Stuff I Bought with my etc. My brother, dear brother Matt, and I did some video game shopping over the weekend. Saturday it was, last Saturday as of this recording. I have some older episodes I might have yet to put up. Sorry. But we went out, we did some shopping, we went to a local video game store, the same one that I picked up Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego, as you saw in a previous video, which you can watch. There we go, put it right there. So, in this episode, I went to video game store, picked up some stuff. Where did I pick up? Picked up Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. I picked up that Genesis game, Death Duel. I gotta play that one. Jeez. So we went around looking, not much in the retro stuff. This particular place is kind of drying up as far as like really retro kind of things. So we picked up nothing but PlayStation 2 games. Oh, these are doozy PlayStation 2 games. I don't go for the usual like Grand Theft Auto, that sort of thing. I found some... Okay, spoilers, it's almost all wrestling. Referencing another video, let's see, picked up Legends of Wrestling on PlayStation 2. This is from kind of a weird area where Hulk Hogan's in the game, but he's not with WWE, and really nobody in this game is kind of with WWE. Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Jerry Lawler, Terry Funk, the Road Warriors, Ted DiBiase, Rob Van Dam, George the Animal Steel. A lot of people tell me the sequel is better, Legends of Wrestling 2, which, if had I found it, I'd have got it then, but, you know, nice stack of cheapo games. Another wrestling game. We'll get back to it. The non-wrestling game I picked up, Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2. Yeah, there it is. This is a fat guy getting punched by that other guy. I love the original Ready to Rumble. I played it way back in the day on N64. I was such a fan of that game. One of the boxers in here, Boris the Bear Knockemoff, I made him as a character in WWF No Mercy. So he's just with the boxing stance, and I just gave him like all of the punching moves and didn't do any. All of his grapples were weak. So I just made him like an overpowered boxer. That was a lot of fun. This is the game that is infamous for having... He's kind of blurry in the back of the box, but let me show you really close. That guy right there? Oh yeah, that is the King of Pop. Michael Jackson is one of the celebrity guest characters here in Ready to Rumble. Let me crack open the instruction book. Can I get a good... Oh! Jack frickin' Pot. Not only is Michael Jackson in this game, but so is Shaq. Oh, Shaquille O'Neal. His Shaqness. Forget Michael Jackson, man. He's got the sparkly boxing glove. I think that's really cool. But forget that, man. His Shaqness is in here. Oh, I am going to have to... Oh, I got to play this one sooner than I was going to. What's this say? Make sure to check out gaming magazines or the internet for secrets that can be found in Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2. That's... Even back then, Midway's had a nice subtle way of saying, just look it up on GameFAQs. Okay, these other two are wrestling games in the very most technical sense. First, I picked up a game I've wanted in my collection for a long time. Def Jam Vendetta. Oh yeah. For those of you who are not aware, this is a wrestling game, and it has rappers from Def Jam Records on it. So DMX, Ludacris, Method Man, Redman, Scarface. I have wanted this game for so long because despite the ridiculous premise of rappers being in a wrestling game, it is built on top of the legendary Aki wrestling engine, the same one that did the same one from WWF No Mercy and Revenge and World Tour and WCW versus the World, the very legendary grappling system with rappers. So I'm gonna play this one. X gonna give it to you on the soundtrack. That's exciting. Apparently there's like 40 some guys and only 12 are rappers, and the other guys are like, nobody guys. I would love to play this on the Hammer Brothers, but you know that's not gonna happen. The first time I start playing the first few seconds of X Gonna Give It To You, playing the Let's Play, and the record companies will nuke my channel from low orbit. Oh well. You can always mute the music, I guess, but then, like, what's the friggin' point, right? WWE Crush Hour on the PlayStation 2. Oh my god, this game is infamous among wrestling fans. And why? Take a look. Let me take a really close look here. There's The Rock in a car, and there's Rob Van Dam on an ATV with flames coming out the side. This is a vehicular combat game. Yeah, just like, what's the only vehicular combat game anybody can think of? Twisted Metal. This is Twisted Metal, but with pro wrestlers. This one I definitely want to play on the show, but let me just give you an idea of the ridiculous premise of this game. Here's the storyline. Vince McMahon, the CEO of WWE, has taken control of all of television. Every single TV network on television is owned by the WWE. So all of the WWE shows, all of them are, oh man. Vince McMahon controls all the networks. Now you can see his WWE superstars in all your favorite TV shows and commercials. Could you imagine that? I know there's one infamous cutscene of Kane hosting a cooking show, but in the commercials, I'd sure like to see like The Rock coming out on a commercial and saying, "The Rock says, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too, with the smooth taste of Dr. Pepper?" And he's just pouring it all over himself. Wow. Oh, something is wrong with me. Look who's in here. The Big Show, Billy Gunn, Chris Jericho, Chuck, Edge, Booker T, Bubba Ray Dudley, Kane, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's in it. You guys forget, Brock Lesnar was in the WWE around this time, like 2002, 2003. So, man, that's exciting. Kurt Angle, Matt Hardy, Rikishi, Chris Benoit. Never heard of him. Rob Van Dam, The Rock, Test, Triple H, Stacy Keibler, Stone Cold, Test. Rest in peace, Test. Trish Stratus, William Regal, and friggin' Undertaker with a motorcycle and everything. This is fun. It's a really fair to middling video game. It's not really like the gameplay is not much of any to write home about. But it's The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar and Triple H and Stone Cold and The Rock all driving around shooting each other with rockets and missiles and crap. This will be a Hammer Brothers future show. I guarantee it. So after we left that video game store, we checked out back in my college town the local Goodwill. Now a lot of the video game collecting shows out there, the Game Chasers and Pat and the old game look forwards. Not me, the old game look forwards, but the other old game look forwards that I might have accidentally stole their name from. They'll all tell you, don't really bother spending much time in any Goodwills looking around. You might get lucky. You might find a PlayStation 1 or a Dreamcast game tucked within stacks of CDs, and I've done that before. I have found games like Unjammer Lammy, ECW Hardcore Revolution. My best was finding a copy of Final Fantasy VIII just sitting around in the CD stacks. All the discs were good. It was fine. So you get lucky sometimes. I walked in with a friend once, and he walked out with an N64 and a stack of games that somebody had traded in not a couple hours before we got there. So you get super lucky. And that's what I think happened here. We walked in, and under the glass, under the display case, was somebody's Game Boy collection. Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and Nintendo DS. Just all lined up, and me and a bunch of other kids were gawking at the collection, and Matt was with me, and he picked out a couple games, and I picked out a couple games, and got some real gems. I picked out 2 Nintendo DS games, and forgive me if I indulge in one of my favorite fandoms, but I picked up both Sonic the Hedgehog DS games, Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure. I had Sonic Rush, then I lost it, gone to the sands of time, so I'm glad I've got a replacement copy. Sonic Rush is a really excellent quality Sonic game at a time when excellent quality Sonic games were not really around. This was 1 year before the infamous Sonic 06. And this is the game that introduced Blaze the Cat. She was in Sonic Rush first. Many people think she was in Sonic 06, but she was, but she debuted here in Sonic Rush. This is an excellent old school side-scrolling super excitement game. And Sonic Rush Adventure, I've never played. I know some stuff about it. I know it introduced Marine the raccoon, something. I'm told a very annoying Sonic character, but if it's anything like Sonic Rush was, I think it's got more of like a nautical, like pirate theme to it, so I'll give this a try. And Matt picked out a couple Game Boy Advance games, GBA remakes actually. He picked up Super Mario Advance, a Game Boy Advance launch title, a classic. This is a really good remake of Super Mario Bros. 2. I have the Super Mario 3 and Super Mario World remakes, but I did not have the original. I also don't have the Yoshi's Island remake, which I'd also like to play at some point. And also, a classic, Dinkle Dang Country. You gotta like Dinkle Dang Country. Everybody likes Dinkle Dang Country. Funny, this collection had 2 Donkey Kong Country ports. When we got there, there was also the Game Boy Color port of Donkey Kong Country. Is it good? Is it not good? I don't know. I mean, I can understand cramming a Super Nintendo game into a Game Boy Advance cartridge because the technology is there, but releasing it on Game Boy Color, I don't know. Was it similar to, say, the Donkey Kong Land games on the original Game Boy, which were kind of, sort of Donkey Kong Countries, but not really? I don't know. But by the time we got back there to actually pick out our games, the Game Boy Color version was picked up, so Matt went for the Game Boy Advance copy instead. I'd like to finish that trilogy on Game Boy Advance if I could find 2 and 3, and I understand 3 has a completely different soundtrack from the Super NES version, so it might be interesting to check out. Well, that is the another episode of Stuff I Bought with my money. Let me give you some show notes, as I always like to end the episode with some show notes. Things were very light in October. Not much was, well, a lot of stuff was going on for me personally, but not as far as the YouTube channel went. There was a lot of I do a lot of freelance wrestling, as I've said before, multiple times, and a couple different shows and a couple different gigs all kind of happened at the same time, so I spent a lot of October, and I am spending most of November catching up, severely catching up on that work, so I can push that out of the way, and then I can just laser focus on the channel, because Matt and I have actually several Let's Play sessions that we have filmed and done that I just haven't had time to get to because of the wrestling work, because of my actual job. eats up a lot of my time, but you know, I gotta pay the bills, so you know how it is. There is, however, going to be something very interesting happening in this month. I've got kind of a special video I'm going to be putting up. It's not anything new, it's actually a really old video from my past before I did this channel, before I did a lot of things. But I still think it's really neat. It holds some merit, and I'm going to be uploading that to this channel very soon, maybe in the next week or two, definitely before the Thanksgiving holiday. So get ready for that. And that's about it. So guys, until the next time we talk again, this is Alan of the Hammer Brothers. Take care. I'm still recording, so I'm going to let you guys know. I just finished recording on stuff I bought with my money. A friend of mine, my dear friend Adrian, just said like 17 minutes ago here on the Facebook. Let me read this. I found a copy of EARTHBOUND at Goodwill for $1.99. $1.99 freaking cents. Come on, that's ridiculous. I'm asking for pics. She better provide some pics, but she's at Goodwill and she found a copy. This is my friend. My friend Adrian finds the most amazing things at Goodwill. She found a Sonic Spinball necktie that she gave me as a gift once. She was around for the aforementioned N64 find I mentioned in this video, and let me tell you the most amazing thing she found for me. We were both together at a Goodwill, and she's looking behind the case and she's like, "Hey Alan, take a look at that." For 15 bucks, there was a Resident Evil 4 GameCube guitar controller, collectors, with the box, with everything. And you damn right I snatched that up for 15 bucks. So, and a friend of mine, this is what I just said earlier. Yes, you don't need to spend a lot of time in Goodwills because 99 times out of 100, you're going to find jack and you're going to find crap. But every once in a while, you're going to find some kind of amazing gem like that. So, as the famous men say, that's the way game chasing go. Good thing I was still recording.